Hello, welcome back to Cat Says No Need. Today I have some jokes that's related to transportation and driving. A couple of months ago I went to learn how to drive heavy vehicles. Why? Because I can. And before you take the practical lesson, you have to go for a theory lesson. The teacher who was teaching the recent theory lesson, he was a really good teacher. And then he told us many funny things during the lesson, which really made it stick. So here I'm going to share with you those I remember. One of the things that he was teaching us is how to check your lorry before you start driving, right? You have to check the brakes, check a whole bunch of stuff to make sure it's safe. So he was asking the class, okay, tell me what are the things that you need to check. And everyone said, okay, check you've got enough fuel. Yes, correct. Check that your wheels, your tires are not flat. Yes, correct. Check that engine is working. Check that your engine has enough oil. Check that your lights are working. And he said, okay, what's the first thing that you need to check? And everyone was still guessing, like, okay, check that your brakes are working. And he said, no, what's the first thing that you check? And we said, yeah, check that your tires have enough air. And he said, okay, all very good answers, but the first thing that you need to check is check that the lorry is yours. Otherwise you'll be checking the lorry for your friend. And your friend will say, hey, thank you for checking the lorry for me. And he was also saying, this is how you check that you have enough fuel. You know, there's this little gauge there, and one side says F, one side says E. And you know what the F and the E stands for? He asked the whole class. Everybody said, yes, sir, we know. And he said, F means finish and E means enough, right? And they all said, no, sir. And he was also telling us that as pedestrians, we should raise our hand when we cross the road. As kids in school, we're told to raise our hands because kids are small and it helps to make them easier to see. And then he said, even as adults, nobody raises their hands now, but you should. Why is that so? So nobody in class answered, so I guessed because of visibility. And he said, I am very big already. If you cannot see me, that is a big problem. So it's not visibility. So he continued, he said, okay, now let me show you. Imagine if you're in your lorry there and then you stopped at the pedestrian crossing and I'm crossing the road and just like, okay, walking. Compared to if I raise my hand and I cross the road like this. So imagine which one is a better experience for the driver, right? So this is not just about visibility. This is about safety. If you have make the driver happy by waving at them and thanking them for stopping, imagine they will have such a great day. And that would make the road safer for everybody. So I thought it was really good of the teacher to explain and demonstrate like how it is so different an experience as someone who's driving, watching a pedestrian cross the road. And I usually would raise my hand if I'm crossing the road, but now I do it all the time, not just a usually thing. And I think it makes a difference. So that brings us to the end of this episode about driving and transportation. And I'm laughing because I just thought of some new jokes. And I hope that I have not driven you up the wall. And get this, I would really like if you would subscribe to my channel. And I hope that was enough lame jokes for you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.